with your NCERT book, chapter
Ma'am,
number
which
8.
chapter?
This is
Chapter
chapter
number
number
8.
8. Yes, this is chapter number 8, wind, storms and cyclones. Wind, storm and cyclones. Okay. And be ready with your pencil also. Children, I can see some of the students have logged in through their device name. Beta, please go to Zoom app setting and change your name there so that I could take your attendance. It is compulsory. Understood? So please be ready with that. I can see there is Oppo F1 or I don't know what. Vivo 15 Pro. Please go to Zoom app setting and change your name there. Okay. And logging with the genuine name. Okay now.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
wind, storm and cyclones. As you know, children, all these things are natural phenomenon. Winds, either wind, storm or cyclones. These are natural phenomenon. Means they occur in nature. They are caused by the nature. There is no human interference in that. But when they occur, a slow moving air is called wind. But when the wind acquires speed, it turns into storms, and sometimes it also turns into cyclones. See the very first line of your NCERT book, it is given that in October 1999, a cyclone had hit the coast of Orissa, which has led to destruction, which has led to loss of damage and property. And in the same year, on 29th October also, the cyclone again hit the coast of Orissa and there was crores of rupees wasted. Crores of rupees wasted. Many people lost their lives. Many houses got damaged. Many public properties got damaged. So these are the natural calamities. Calamities means which causes loss to life and property. So in this chapter, we are going to study about the winds, storms, and cyclones. So as this was the cyclone. Recently also in the news, the Amphan cyclone was in the news last month. It has also hit the coast of Orissa and West Bengal.
West Bengal.
This year also it has caused destruction. So please children turn on your video. If you'll not, I shall be removing out of the class. Please turn on your video, all of you. I can see so many students. Vivekanand and Yatharth, please turn on your video. You can't sit like that. And please open your book. Property. What crores of rupees were destroyed in the year 1999. This has caused damage to the property worth crores of rupees. And you can imagine how many people have lost their lives. The cyclone affected the agriculture, transport, communication, and electricity also. But what are cyclones? How are they formed? And why they are so destructive? In this chapter, we will seek answers. We will be getting answers to all these questions. Clear? First of all, wind. We shall discuss about the topic wind. The moving air is called wind. Please sit in a proper place and use your earphones. Wind. As I said, the moving air is called wind. So first topic of discussion according to your NCERT book is that air exerts pressure. Air exerts pressure. See, here is an activity given, but activity before the explanation of the activity, we You should keep one thing in mind, that whenever you will be performing any of the activity, there should be presence of an elderly person is must. The presence of elderly person is required. It is essential. You are not supposed to do any kind of experiment alone, because it can cause to injuries also. So let's start. What is the activity is saying? For this activity, you need to boil water in the following activity. Let us study what the activity says. Take a tin can with it, fill it approximately half with water. Hit on a candle flame. See, in this activity, what is going on? Let me explain in brief. You have to take a a can made up of tin, and you have to fill it approximately half with water. Then you have to boil that water, whatever sources of heat you have. Here it is given candle lamp, but you can boil that on the gas also. And after that, close the lid and just pour fresh water on the container. You will see in the picture the results. The container has deformed. It has lost its shape. Why this has happened? Some of the experiences when you fly kite, air exerts pressure because you have boiled the water. It has created water vapor inside, and when you have closed that lid, the water vapor was not able to escape out. It was trapped inside, and when you pour the fresh water, it reacted with the fresh water, fresh cold water, and deformed and tried to escape out from the tin. As you know, children, water vapors, when cooled down, it changes into liquid. But when you have boiled the water, when you have boiled the water, the vapors have been created, and when you have closed that lid, that container, that water vapors were trapped inside. And what happened? When you poured the fresh cold air, this water vapor tried to escape out from the container, and which caused to deformation of the container, which caused to deformation of the shape of the container. So this you can say that air exerts pressure. Water vapor is what? It is a gaseous state of matter. So it is exerting pressure. And some other examples are also given. Chitrans, sit nicely, bacha. Chitranshu, please sit nicely. See, in the childhood or still, you must have flown the kite. Is it possible to flew the kite in opposite direction of the wind? Also, when you have done boating, is it possible to ride your boat? Is it possible to sail your boat in the opposite direction of wind? No, it is very difficult. Because air coming from opposite direction is exerting pressure on it. Clear? That's why it is not easy to fly a kite against the wind. Kite always fly in the direction of the wind is blowing. Suppose the wind is blowing from the east side, or you are flying your kite in the west direction, the kite will never flew up. The kite will never fly up because it is going in the opposite direction of the wind. So it is very much difficult. Similarly, it is very much difficult to sail the boat against the wind. All these experiences prove that air exerts pressure. Clear? If it is clear till now, please show me your thumbs up. If you have any doubt, you can raise your hand. Please show me your thumbs up. No need to touch your phone. Just show me your thumbs up. Tell me, children, what is the time of the online class? Huh? What is the time of the online class? The class has already started at 9:40, and still I can see some of the children are logging in. This is strictly not allowed. If you can't maintain the time, you should not log in. You have to be sincere regarding time. You have to be sincerely maintaining the time. Clear? Now you are in standard 7, not a child, not a kid that every time we teachers have to tell the things that you have to do like this, you have to do like that. I'm not telling the name because this is online class, but the child who has logged in right now shall be removed outside from the next time. Understood? You know that when we have filled the air into the bicycle tube, it is difficult to ride a bicycle also with a flattened tube, flattened tire also. So when we have to fill the air into the bicycle, the tube is to keep it tight. The tube inside the tire has to be kept tight, and this is the example which shows that air exerts pressure. Anamika, go and change your dress. You know that a bicycle tube is overfilled with air may burst out. Divyansha, turn on your video, please. May burst out. In summer season, you must have experienced this. The tires of the uh, trucks or the vehicles or the cycles also, they burst out by themselves. How this happens? Because in the summer season, when there is high temperature outside, the air inside the tires get heated up and it expands. When it expands, it exerts pressure on all sides of the tube, and when the tube is not able to sustain that pressure, it bursts out. So this is also an example showing that air exerts pressure. Clear? Any doubt till now? Any doubt till now? If you have, you can ask the question, and if you do not have any doubt, if you have understood the chapter topic well, please show me a thumbs up. Very good. So I shall be asking the questions also. So you should pay sincere attention during the class. I shall be asking questions regarding the topic we are discussing. So please be sincere. Okay. It is due to this pressure. Which pressure? Air pressure. The leaves of the trees, the banners, the flag shutter, when the wind is blowing, you can list some more experiences. Let us now try to explain why the can in which we had boiled the water, get distorted. Distorted means has deformed, has loosed its shape. As I have explained earlier, when the steam condenses, the steam cools down, it turns into liquid. But when the lid was closed, the water vapor was trapped inside, and when you poured in the fresh cold water, what happened? The water vapor out of sudden become cool and tried to escape out from the can, but the lid of the can was closed, so it was not able to escape out, and this led to deformation of the shape of the can. This is why the can has got distorted. Next topic of discussion is high speed waves are accompanied by reduced air pressure. Let us see. Crumple a piece of paper into a ball size smaller than the mouth of an empty bottle. Here is an activity again. So let me explain the activity to you. Hold the empty bottle on its side and place the paper ball just inside its mouth. Now try to blow on the ball to force it into the bottle. Try the activity with bottles of different sizes. As you can see in the picture, a child has crumpled a piece of paper into ball of paper, which is smaller than the size of the bottle's mouth. The child has placed the paper ball on the mouth of the bottle, and he is trying to blow that paper ball inside the bottle. And this experiment can be done with the bottle of different sizes also. Now, here is the question. Why is it difficult to force the paper ball into the bottle? Why is it difficult? Suppose you have placed the bottle near to your mouth and you have placed that paper ball in just inside the mouth of the bottle and you're trying to blow it inside. But here the question arises, it is difficult to push the ball, paper ball with the blown wind only. Now here is the question, why it is difficult to force the paper inside the bottle? See what happens. Because the bottle was empty and the air is also filled inside the bottle. So when you are pushing that paper ball inside the bottle, what is happening? The air inside the bottle is also exerting pressure and it is not allowing the paper ball to go inside. You must have experienced when you place a bottle in a water container and the water will not be able to fill in the bottle. But when you slightly tilt the bottle, what happens? The air bubbles escape out from the bottle and water enters the water bottle. Clear? Suppose you have taken a water bottle and you have placed it inside the container in upside down manner, but the water will not fill inside the bottle. Why? Because there is air filled inside the bottle. But when you slightly tilt the bottle, what happens? The air escapes out in the form of bubbles and water tends to enter that empty place. Water tends to fill that empty place. Okay. So here is another activity. Take two balloons. Put a little water into the balloons, blow up both the balloons and tie each one with a string. Hang the balloons, as you can see in the pictures also, 8 to 10 centimeter apart on a cycle spoke or a stick. Now blow the space between the balloons. See, as you can see in the picture, the child is carrying a stick and he is having two balloons. Both the balloons are filled with water and after that the balloons are blown. Balloons are blown means increased in size. And after that they are tied to the string. What is happening? And in the gap of 8 to 10 centimeter, the balloons are tied to the string in the gap of, there is a gap between the balloons of 8 to 10 centimeters. Now the child is trying to blow the balloon. There is a space and now the child is trying to blow the balloon out from outside. As it is tied in the string, it is hanging down and the child is trying to blow the balloon. See what happens. What happens? In this context will happen if the pressure inside the balloon, if the air inside the balloon is less in quantity and the speed by which the child is trying to blow the balloon, if the speed is more, then the balloon will tend to move, then the balloon will tend to swing. Okay. So next activity is, can you blow and lift? Hold a strip of paper. See, as you can see in the picture also, hold a strip of paper 20 centimeter long and 3 centimeter wide. This is just a piece of paper, as you can see in the book also. I don't think the picture is clear to you all. So place it between the thumb and forefinger as shown in figure 8.5. Now blow over. You have to place that strip of paper like this and now blow over. Okay. Paheli things. Here the two characters are there in NCERT book. There are two children. Two characters are there which are reading in standard 7, Paheli and Bujo. So here the statement says, Paheli thinks that the stripe will lift up. Bujo thinks the stripe will bear down. You can do this experiment by your own. You can cut a strip of paper which is 20 centimeter long and 3 centimeter wide. Just hold on the paper and try to blow. What will happen? Bend you must have seen this kind of whistles also. When you blow that Long strings comes out in form different structures. This kind of whistles also come in the market. Now let us try to understand the activity. Before explaining activity 8.5, the book is going to explain the activity 8.3 and activity 4. Let's start. Do you get the feeling that the increased wind speed is accompanied by a reduced air pressure? Air pressure means whatever air you have filled in the balloon, it is exerting pressure on all sides of the balloon, on the walls of the balloon. But when you have below the balloon with a higher speed, that speed is accompanied with air pressure also. Means when you are blowing the balloon, it is exerting pressure on the balloon and the balloon tends to swing. The balloon tends to move forward or backward. Yes, so air along with the speed is exerting pressure also. Understood what I am saying? Experiment was, we had taken two balloons and both the balloons were filled with water. After that, the balloons were blown. Blown means to increase in the size. After that, they were tied to a string and they were placed at the distance of 8 to 10 centimeter. Suppose this is the string, and balloons are tied at two corners, leaving a space between the balloons. Okay. Now suppose if the balloon is hanging here, I am trying to blow the balloon. What will happen? There is a speed in the air blown through my mouth and there is also pressure. So when the pressure is there, when the speed is there, it also exerts pressure. Means I am blowing the wind like this with the speed. And when I am blowing the wind with the speed, there is a pressure also. The with speed this is the experiment. Clear? If it is clear, please show me your thumbs up. If it is clear till now, if you want to ask anything, you can clear. Okay. Shivam Jha, please turn on your video, beta. Just a second, children. Next is when we blow. Next experiment is the paper ball was placed inside. The paper ball was placed at the mouth of the bottle and we were trying to blow that paper ball inside the bottle. What is happening now? Now let us explain that experiment. What has happened to that time? So in activity, when you blow into the mouth of the bottle, the air near the mouth was higher in speed. This decreases the pressure there. And the pressure inside the bottle is higher than near in the mouth. As I have said, the bottle is also filled with the air. But near to the mouth of the bottle, the pressure is low because you are blowing the wind. You are trying to lower down the pressure. But air inside the bottle, suppose this is a bottle, suppose this is a bottle and you are placing the paper ball here in the mouth. So when you are trying to blow that paper ball, what is happening? This, the pressure, because air is present inside the empty bottle also. Air can fill anywhere. So air is present inside the empty bottle. So when you're trying to blow that paper ball from here, what happens? Near the mouth, the pressure decreases because of your blowing wind. Okay. Near the mouth, the pressure decreases. But here here. The pressure is still in its same state because your blown air is not reaching to this length. Your blown air is not reaching till the middle of the bottle, so you are find it difficult to to force the paper ball inside the bottle. Clear? Is it clear? You need to show your thumbs up, please. And you need to show your interactions, because if you have any doubt, any query, you shall be asking here right now. Okay. Okay, children. Thank you for your response. Next. So our next topic of discussion is in activity 8.4 again. Now, what was our activity 8.4? We had taken a paper strip 20 centimeter long and 3 centimeter wide, 3 centimeter broad. We were holding the paper strip like this and trying to blow. What will happen in that experiment? Let's see. So in activity 8.4, you saw that when you blew over the paper strip, it went upwards. Yes or no? When you blew over that paper strip, it went upwards. As I have given the examples also, this kinds of whistles are also there in the market. When you blow air, some structures come out in the different forms. I have seen that. This kind of whistles are mostly used in the birthday parties. And it went upward. So when you have blew that paper strip, it is going upward. Again, this could happen if blowing over the paper strip reduce air pressure above the strip, because this has happened. Why? You are blowing the air with a speed, and that speed is decreasing the pressure of air over the strip. Suppose this is the strip. When I'm trying to blow, as you know, children, air exerts pressure everywhere, every time also. So what is happening when I'm blowing this paper? The pressure over the paper is reduced, and that's why paper is there. That's why the paper in bend condition. Air exerts pressure on us also. That's why we are staying on the ground. If there will be no air, we shall be floating. Okay. Everything is placed on the ground because of the pressure of the air. It is also due to gravity, but airs also exert pressure. This is the reason why mountaineers take oxygen cylinder with them. The air pressure decreases with the altitude. Altitude means height. So what happens when you are in ground area, you are able to respire very easily. But when you will tend to reach the height, reach the peak of a mountain, as there is low air pressure, so you can feel difficulty in respiration. That's why mountaineers take the oxygen cylinder with them. So I was explaining the activity in which we have taken a paper strip and we were blowing it. So air is exerting pressure on this paper strip. That's why the paper strip is in a lower condition or bend down condition. But when you blew, what happened? The wind coming out from your mouth is coming with a speed. And that speed has reduced the air pressure over the paper strip. And that's why what happened? While blowing, that paper strip moves upwards. Because of the paper, air pressure is decreased by your speed of wind blowing from the mouth. And that's why the paper strip rises up. Okay? Clear? Please show me your thumbs up if it is clear. If it is clear till now, please show me your thumbs up. Children, if you have any query, any doubt, you can pause. You can ask me to explain the topic again if you have any doubt. No doubts? So thank you, children. Now let's proceed. Let us understand how winds are produced. How winds are produced, this has been explained in geography section also, the land bridge and the sea bridge. Yes, in class 5 or 6 also, you have been explained how wind is formed. What happens? The air is present all around us. During the summer, during the days when there is heat of sun, what happens? The air surrounding that area get heated up And when it is heated up, it becomes light and it tends to move upwards, creating an empty space downwards. So what happens? The air, cool air in the surrounding area, they tends to fill that gap. And this is how the circulation of air is there. And that moving air is called wind. So this is the process how wind is caused. Let me explain it again. What happens? As you know, the air is surrounding us everywhere. Air is everywhere present. So during the day, with the heat of the sun, what happens? The air is the air in that area is heated up, and when it gets heated, it rises. It rises to create an empty space below, and the cool air from the surroundings tend to fill that empty space, and this causes circulation in the air, and this moving air is called wind. So this is how wind is caused. Clear? If it is clear, please show me your thumbs up. No need to touch your phone, just show your thumbs up like this. So you already know, let me explain the topic again. According to the book, you already know that when air moves, it is called wind. This is the quite obvious thing, as you know all, that moving air is called wind. So air moves from the region where the air pressure is high to the region where air pressure is low. So I think these terms are too complicated for you to understand. So let me explain it again. As I have explained this earlier, what happens when, because of the heat of the sun, the air surrounding in an area, they get heated up and they become light. The air becomes light. It rises up in the air. So creating a low pressure belt. Low pressure belt means empty space is there. The air has already rised up. So there is no air exerting pressure on that ground, on that particular area. So there is a low pressure, and surrounding airs are cool. Suppose it is in near the water body, the surrounding air is cool. It rushes to fill that, empty space. So air which is present near the water body is exerting more pressure on the water or on the ground, but air which has already been heated up is rising up, and it is not exerting that much pressure as the pressure cold air is giving, as the pressure cold air is exerting on the ground or water. This is creating a low pressure area. Low pressure area means the air is not exerting that much pressure comparison to surrounding air. This is the low pressure area. And the surrounding in the surrounding area, the air which is present is exerting its maximum pressure. The air is exerting its maximum pressure. But because it is cooled down, it is attracted towards the ground. Because it is cooler, it is attracted towards the ground and exerting more pressure. But when the air is heated up, it becomes light and it tends to rise up. So it is not able to exert pressure on that area. So this area, which is empty now, is experiencing low pressure area. So the surrounding air rushes. It quickly comes to fill that area. It quickly comes from high pressure to low pressure, from high pressure area where it was exerting so much pressure, and to the area where air is not exerting so much pressure, air is very light. It rushes, it quickly comes to fill that area, and this causes a circular movement of the air, and this moving air is called wind. So children, this is how wind is caused. Clear? As clear or not, please tell me. Please show me your thumbs up if it is clear. Okay, very good. Very good, children. Next is air expands on heating. In the beginning of the session, as I have explained, during summer season, you must have experienced that the tire of your bicycles or the tire of the vehicles, they burst out. Why? As I have said, as we have experimented in the first activity also, when the water was boiled, it was creating pressure on the can, was creating pressure, it was exerting pressure on the walls of the can. And when you had closed the lid and poured the cold water, that air pressure tried to escape out. And this is how it is explained that air, when it heated, it expands. Also, you must have seen a balloon. When you blow into the balloon, what happens? When you exhale, the air is hotter. As you can experience also, you can feel also, when you will exhale, your air is hotter. So when you blow that exhaled air into the balloon, what happens? The balloon tends to increase in size. The balloon tends to increase in size. Why? Because the air which you are blowing is heated and it is expanding. It is exerting pressure on all the walls of the balloon and trying to expand, leading to increase in the size of the balloon. So this is the experiment which describes that when heated, air expands. It increases its diameter. Diameter not kind of that because air cannot be touched, but it increases. This is why when you blow air into the balloon increases in size. Okay, this is why. So children, please tell me if it is clear till now, and also be ready with science success book also, because after this we will be discussing this chapter again from the science book, and we will be doing the textual exercises. So if it is clear till now, please show me your thumbs up. If you have any doubt, any query, you can write down in the comment section. Very good, children. It's nice to see your responses. Very good. Anytime if you feel any doubt, any query, you can raise your hand and ask the question. So if it is clear till now, okay, rest which I'll be discussing in the next online session. Till then, you are requested to please complete all the exercises in your notebook also, because tomorrow I shall be checking your copies also. I shall be checking your notebook. So please be ready with your bio copy.